our next lesson, we're going to give Beta some more practice getting into the horse trailer. He didn't do as good as Alpha did in our lesson a few days ago, so we're going to start with him and give him some more practice. And I brought some more horse tack out, straps, that we're going to use just to get the alpacas used to feeling straps on their bodies. They kick out if they feel a strap on their belly that they're not familiar with, that they don't understand. So I want them, especially because we're going to be going out on the trails, I hope this summer on the Ranchos trails, I want them to get used to feeling straps. And my bareback pad is supposed to be delivered today. So our next lesson will be to get them used to the bareback pad. Thor is here. He's been going out with me at least once a day on leash, and we've been practicing heeling. He's supposed to stay near my heels, even though he has a long leash on, unless I give him the ability to stretch out the walk and use the long leash. Because he likes to come with me, but I've got goats and alpacas following me here, there, and everywhere because they know I have carrots and pellets. So I want him to stay close to me when he's on leash. I brought him out here on the leash, and the leash right now is in the tacking area, and then we'll put it back on him when we take him back to the house after the lesson. All right, now here's Beta. He just needs more practice. Our training him to cush, to go down on request, has proven that to me. Once he knows what it is that we want him to do, he'll do it. He's not going to be resistant to doing it. But he has to know what the feelings are and what the requests are asking him to do. So he needs a little more practice than Alpha. He learns it faster.
You want this on now?
And let me get closer. Tavis just asked me a question and I didn't hear the exact question.
Do you want the straps on now or after?
No, after. Number one priority here especially, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already hot. That's why we're meeting early. We need to concentrate on getting them in the horse trailer if we need to. Put them in a horse trailer. Remember, I have a 20-acre ranch nearby, so if I have a wildfire here, I'll load up my livestock and take them to my 20-acre ranch. And there's Alpha stopped to check out Thor. He likes to see who's in that buggy. Beta is resisting. Tug, and use the same word every time. He'll learn the word. And just let me know what word it is you're using. Okay, he's looking around. He sees the horse trailer. We just left it open since our last lesson. Remember, Alpha just went right in our last lesson. Beta we had to work with for another extra 20 minutes or so.
Come.
You're using the word come?
Come.
Yeah, and he's resisting.
Come. Come.
I think once he sees Tavis step up in it, he will step up in it. Well, I was right. Much better. Much better. But let's do it another couple times. Good boy. What a good alpaca. You got an A. All right, now let's see what he says about doing it again. Tug.
Come.
Yeah, and try not to look at him. Just tug and go in the direction you want to go.
Good.
He's resisting, but when he gets closer,
Good.
he will be able to reason that's what they want me to do. He's getting an A+. Let's do it one more time. I'm hoping he'll stop the resistance.
Come on. Come.
Well, practice is the name of the game. Very, very good. That's all we need to ask Beta to do today as far as loading in the trailer. And we are going to be taking this trailer to my 20-acre ranch because we have some new sanctuary animals coming in there. Okay. So as long as Beta's on the halter already, let's put some straps on his belly, and if possible, a strap to the belly strap from the breast. Because once he has his bareback pad on, we may have to have a breast collar on to keep it where we want it to stay on his back. I'm so proud of Beta. Okay, and he's just seemingly resistanceless as far as being tied to the panel while we tack him up. Desensitize him to collars, straps, feelings that he doesn't at first understand. Alpha's here. He chose to come into the tacking area, although he doesn't have to, but I'm glad he did. The goats are here. I watched a few more videos last night about training goats. And you know, they didn't use a halter. They used a chain around the neck. I have a chain. When I start training my goats, that's the first thing I'm going to desensitize them to. A lead line on a chain that's going to be around their neck. Look how good Beta's being. He's just standing there. While you're at it, put that English saddle on him, the one that he doesn't mind. But put the saddle pad first. He's a little bit hesitant to accept the saddle pad, but I think he's gonna be okay. Yes, he is. And then we're gonna take him to the training area with the lead line and the halter and the saddle on with the extra straps, and we'll see if he kicks out as we move him. He kicks out only if he doesn't understand the feeling that he's having somewhere on his body. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, a little bit of resistance, scared. Okay. Oh, he's kicking out. No. There we go. Now we're tightening the cinch. And he's kicking out. Not that he wants to kick somebody. It's just his nature And I think he thinks if he lays down, he's done what we're asking him to do. Okay, now I'm going to move closer to my min pin in his buggy. Stay in the shade because it's getting very, very warm, very, very fast. And it is June 12th, 2026. Last time my min pin was sticking his head out right here. So I brought another device to put over it and cover it. Let's see if he figures out anywhere else that he might stick his head out, because he had it out to the end of his neck, and I wasn't comfortable with that. Okay, let's see what's happening back at the tacking area. I think he's still trying to tighten the cinch. When we get the saddle, the bareback saddle pad, we'll put in extra holes where we need them so that the cinch can be tightened without delay and with comfort. Very nice. He hears the dogs. He's a little bit hesitant. Okay, now I'm gonna travel this way past my min pin, and we're in my training area that is fenced on all four sides. And we can open up to it with this portable panel, so for now I'll close it. And I'll stand right here. Okay, so we're gonna see how he behaves walking around this training area. Now remember, if you haven't watched any of my prior shows, this railroad tie fence encloses my whole property, all 6 acres. I have 5 gates out to the trails that's right outside that railroad tie fence. It's a trail in the ranchos that's dedicated to pleasure, but no motor vehicles are allowed on it. So it's a great place to take kids and animals. But there'll be things that they will see out on the trail that they haven't seen here. So we have to make sure they're desensitized and trusting and take walks on the ranchos trails without issue. Good, he's looking around. They can't come out here all the time to browse and graze during the day. I don't let them out here at night. They browse and graze in the back over there by the sheds because I have lights and cameras. But he knows he's being asked to do something, and he's not sure what he's going to be asked to do. Right now we're just asking him to walk. And he's not kicking out, even though those stirrups are hanging on the side of the saddle. We're challenging him to ask him to do things like over, maybe even back if you can get him to back. Yeah, he's backing. Now the stirrup definitely is hitting him on this. Oh, you see he's kicking out now because he feels the stirrup. Now if you're going to ask him to back, use the word back. He'll learn that word. Good, good boy. I bring my phone out to these lessons in case there's an emergency situation. And I don't want to turn it off because if it's an emergency situation, I want to know, let's say with one of my animals at my other ranch. But quite frankly, I get over a dozen spam calls every single day. So I don't answer unless I know who's calling. He's trying to accommodate, but his drive to protect himself is a little bit stronger. What's going on? You see how he's looking around. With repetition, though, he won't be afraid. The trouble is when we go out to the ranchos trails, we're going to have to do a lot of work ahead of time because we don't know what they're going to be seeing or hearing out there. There are neighbors on either side of the trails. There may be dogs, horses, other animals, farm animals that they've never seen before. So we'll be doing a lot of practice. The gate is open at the tacking area, but Alpha has chosen to stay there. And Thor, my min pin, is just relaxing now in his buggy. Can you think of anything that we want to ask him to do in here that we haven't asked him to do? Why don't you walk in? Yeah, walk in where there's farm equipment, because there may be farm equipment when we go out. On the ranchos trails, especially mowing equipment. You know what? Why not? Just ask him to get into the trailer again as long as you're there. Is that going to be too challenging? Is he going to be resistance? I'll walk over so we can watch. There's no reason why he can't go in with the saddle on and the straps on unless he's mentally resisting. Look at that. Okay, Beta, you still got an A+. Very, very good. He's walking by this Kubota part. He's walking by the 4x8 trailer. Go back out in the training area, do a nice calm walk again, and then let's go back to the tacking area and do the same thing with Alpha. And hopefully Alpha will get an A or an A+. We'll see, and you'll see. Because I am recording and will be uploading this Urban Alpaca Girl show today. Okay, now I'm going to open this panel so we can come out. He's going down a corridor. He's okay on it. He's looking ahead. He sees his buddy Alpha. He knows he's going to the tacking area. And I'm going to be clicking while he gets his tack off. Unless he's a naughty boy. Even though I'm in the shade, believe me, I'm starting to sweat. It is going to be very hot today. Kicked out a little bit, but I think that was a fly. In spite of the kicking out so far, Data's report card for today's lesson is absolutely excellent. Taking the straps off. Very good, Beta. And you get a grade of A+. Now, we're going to let him hang out here while we do the same thing with Alpha, and I don't expect it to take long because I do think that Alpha will be accommodating. I don't know where he went. Very, very good, Beta. He's happy. Now, is Alfred going to go into the tacking area because Tavis is positioning his body in such a way that he's indicating that he wants Alpha to come to the skate? Is he going to come to the gate, or are we going to have to rope him or use the cane to grab him on his neck? He's going to maybe try to put the halter on out here, which would be good with horses. And I have decades of experience with horses. When you walk up to them with a halter in your hand, they're supposed to let you put it on. And I've never had one of my Morgans say no. Okay, you can't see past the solid panel there, but Tavis is putting the halter on outside of the tacking area, which shows great progress. Okay, and here comes Alpha to get the rest of his tack on for today. And my Minfin Thor is just relaxing in the shade. All right, let's see how Alpha behaves. While we do with him what we just did with Beta. We put the straps on.
I'm going to get the neck one after this is
Okay. Now, after he gets cinched, assuming that he lets Tavis cinch it up, he's going to get a click. My daughters, who live in California, are presently in Florida. I'm going to send them this video so that they can see what progress we're making with our alpacas. They both have young children that I'm sure will enjoy interacting with Alpha and Beta, if Alpha and Beta behave. I'm going to click because he's just being wonderful. And I'm going to get out of the way, and Beta's out here browsing and grazing in the green grass. This time of year, a lot of my neighbors' properties are no longer green because they do not have irrigation. But I was adamant when I bought property here to irrigate. It's expensive, it's difficult, but it's worth it. Water is very, very important when you're farming and ranching. So far, Alpha's doing very good. Now, into the training area. And my Min Thor's turning around to watch us where we're going. I'll close this panel again. Give Alpha a click. So we'll do the same thing. Just walk around and back him up. Very good. He's doing excellent. And then we're going to go and take him into this equipment area. I'm pretty sure he'll go right in the trailer without resistance. ShadrachFarms.com is my website, and we are going to be updating that website within the next few days to include all of this new information, including the new animals that we have at the sanctuary. As a matter of fact, my sanctuary now is going to be headquartered at 3 addresses, not just one. Depends what we're going to do with the animals. Are they just going to graze? Then we can take them to 1 address. Are they going to do trail work? We'll bring them here to the ranchos. Are they going to be doing arena work, like being hitched to a cart? Well, then they'll stay at my 20-acre ranch because I have a wonderful arena there and a lot of tack for cart driving and cattle work. He's backing them up. So far, Alpha is getting an A+. He's doing excellent. He's much more relaxed than Beta was. Beta wasn't naughty, but he wasn't as relaxed as Alpha is being right now. So it must be around 9:30, 9:45 on June the 12th, 2026 at the Rancho's Ranch. I would say you could just take him to the trailer now. I would be very surprised if he resists at all, but let's get it on video. Okay, you see that stirrup touched that Kubota part. Alpha didn't care one bit. And there he goes into the trailer. Do it one more time, please. Out and in again. I want to get closer and get it on video. A+. There he goes. Very good. A++. Okay, at leisure, take him back to his tacking area and untack him. Thor is having a great time being out here. I don't know where the goats went, but they were here about 10 minutes ago. Very good.